Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me.
Favorite segment, the rumor mill. We announced in last week's show that County Commissioner Nora Patterson this is her last term, and she's not going to run for re-election in 2010. And we've been trying to track down some of the names of the people who may be running for her seat. We have tracked down two names. One that we have confirmed is Jody Hutchins, who is the Planning Commission chairman. We have heard that he is definitely planning on running. And we also have confirmed a second name. However, we have promised to keep that top secret for the time being, which really aggravates us. But we do know the name. We are hopefully going to come out with that name soon, but we only have it from one source, and we promised that source we wouldn't use it yet. So until we get it from other sources, we can't use it. Now, we also talked about two candidates that are going to be running for county judge in 2010. That's Wendell Darville and Tracy Lee. We have a third lawyer making some calls, dipping her toe in the water, testing the waters, and that is Kimberly Walker with the law firm of Williams Parker. We have heard that she is interested. Not sure if she's actually going to get in, but we heard that she's making the calls and testing the waters. And finally, the school board, we have also heard behind the scenes, is redistricting. They are redrawing their lines prior to the 2010 election. At least one of the school board members has moved. And what we are told is that the population, because it shifted southward, they're moving the lines further south. And they're going to make some of the northern districts larger in area and some of the southern districts smaller. So if you're thinking about running for school board, you might want to wait because you might be in a new district. I know where I live, near Gulfgate, is apparently going to be a new district here in 2010. So everybody better just hold on if you're thinking about running for school board until you wait to find out where the new lines are. That's the Rumor Mill segment, and now our guest, Scott Anderson. Scott, I have a white glove.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you here this evening. I know you're going to be a very busy person here in a short time.
I do. I have a lot of presents to deliver here pretty soon.
A lot of giving, right?
That's right.
Yes, and that's what our topic is on, giving.
That's right. Well, why don't you tell us who you are and what you do?
I'm Scott Anderson. I'm with the Gulfcoast Community Foundation, which is the largest community foundation in the state of Florida. We were born in 1995, if you will, by the sale of the Venice Hospital. And we're able to really provide an excellent source of resources for any nonprofit in our area. And we work every day with nonprofits, different nonprofits all the time, on all their needs, whether they be dollars, whether they be working with their board of directors, or whether it be working with the organization itself. So we're very lucky. We're all about community.
So you're kind of a clearinghouse where you receive money and then
well, I don't know if I'd like to call myself a clearinghouse, Santa, and necessarily, but
just so people can understand
exactly,
the concept.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Certainly a source for the community to help build the community and make it stronger. We really envision an area known for its nonprofits and endowed nonprofits.
Yeah, I think Sarasota has always been pretty generous in that area, don't you?
We're very lucky. Yeah, we're very lucky. There are some great people here who give a great deal. Give not just dollars, but also their time. They work very hard for the causes that they care about. You take a look at anything from the arts to education to the environment to health and human services. It's a phenomenal area, Sarasota, and they've got so many people who really give. Last night I was at a gala for a Jewish Family and Children's Service, and it certainly showed how much the people really give. This year, that agency's demands are up over 53% of what they've been previous years, obviously because of the economy. And those people really come together to work very hard to make sure that they have the resources necessary to provide the help to the families that are less fortunate in our area.
Now, this is a tough economy, as everybody knows, and one of the concerns that we had, and one of the reasons why we wanted you on the show, is we thought a lot of charitable foundations might be having a tough time getting contributions. Has that been the case?
You know, I think they are. I think a lot of areas are seeing a cutback from previous years. As a community foundation, we're not. We are seeing ourselves actually be stronger, and which is great because it gives us an opportunity to help out those nonprofits that need it more. Definitely the economy, people are finding their net worth less, but I must tell you, the true philanthropists of the world, the people who really care, and the people who give every single year, are not cutting back at all. They can see the needs, especially in the human services area. They can see the needs and realize that they need to be out there providing more for the community, all areas of the community.
Can you give us an idea of your sources of funding? Does it come from primarily a few very wealthy individuals or functions that you do, or where does the money come from?
Variety of things. Being, as I said, we were born in 1995 from the sale of the Venice Hospital. We've grown since that sale considerably to be the largest community foundation in the state of Florida. We find our resources, our donors come from all walks of life, depending on what they see. Obviously, people know of us. They know of some of our initiatives. We had a recent initiative, Because It Matters, which was civility. That's still ongoing. Our donors see us as the different events that we sponsor. We do a lot of sponsorships. Currently, we're sponsoring the Perlman Music Program here in Sarasota. We also have different organizations that we spotlight, if you will. We bring speakers to town. We're bringing Thomas Friedman to town, the gentleman who wrote The World is Flat. On March 2nd, he'll be coming to town. And so we do a great deal of that. But not only that, we're outspoken. We see an area that needs some help, and we work to help that area.
And how long have you been doing this, working with the Gulfcoast community?
I've been with the foundation about 1.5 years. I feel very fortunate to be able to put a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces.
What is it that led you to do that? How did you get into the field?
I was a businessman in Sarasota, retired from one of the largest employers in the area, and I wanted to give back. And it's my way of giving back to the community, if you will. The leadership that I can work with our local philanthropists and local people who care. You ask about where our funding sources come from.
Right.
And it's great people. I mean, there are some of the most interesting people in the world on the southwest coast of Florida, and we have a really unique opportunity to work closely with them.
You know, I'm in a building with some estate planners, some estate planning attorneys, and I know a lot of elderly people come in, and I hear also from them that a lot of people will leave in their wills money to different charitable organizations. Do you ever get money from people in their estates?
Frequently. We work with all the local estate planners, and the local estate planners, estate planning attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, and with the donors directly. And absolutely all the time. They're always looking for, they have an interest, and they want to know how they can leave a gift. You could leave a gift today by just simply writing a check to the person, or you can leave a gift in your will, being a percentage of your estate or your entire estate to an organization, and that happens every single day in the community. So again, it goes back to those people who really care.
Well, that sounds great. Even after you're gone, you keep helping other people. So.
Yeah, I was just working with Santa. I just worked with a gentleman who did exactly that. He was pretty conservative, pretty laid back, not a name, if you will, in Sarasota, and he was suffering from a disease, and he wanted to find a way of giving back. And I told him that we have ways of working with individuals like that where their name is in perpetuity. And I said, just imagine, and Santa, just imagine yourself, as somebody gets a check 100 years from today, and it's Santa Ron, if you will, and someone at that organization said, who was Santa Ron? And then the story lives on.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
When we come back from the break, we'll have more with Scott Anderson from the Gulfcoast Community Foundation.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.